On World Mental Health Day in the European Parliament, artists and therapists show their creations at an EPP Group exhibit, inspired by mental health issues that many Europeans cope and often struggle with.
My work would be inspired by motherhood and mums supporting mums. It's called From Her to Her. So it's just a support network of mums. It was inspired by that. And I'm working with a flower, gypsophilia, which is also known as baby's breath. So it's symbolizing motherhood, children.
Teresa Mulholland created these dolls after the long COVID lockdown.
I know the healing qualities of art because I'm an art therapist and a psychotherapist as well as an artist. So I did them for myself, really, and it was very playful.
Playful goes with the name of the exhibit, Dear PrEUdence, the Beatles song that says, "Won't you come out to play?" And look around, round, 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 round. Art is great therapy, even for the most traumatized.
I work with a lot of trauma, but the art is a different way, a different medium to get much deeper into material that they cannot verbalize. Mostly I've been working the last 20 years with sexual violence, sexual abuse, but I've also worked with torture survivors and a lot of asylum seekers, especially because it's a universal language as well.
A universal language that needs EU solidarity and support as part of a mental health strategy, says the EPP Group's Maria Walsh. She negotiated Parliament's report on mental health and digital work that called for such a strategy, an example of how the group keeps it high on the EU agenda.
2019 I got elected for the first time and arrived to the big house that we're standing in here, and I was asked by Chairman Weber what was my priority, and I said mental health. I really believe this silent pandemic, which is mental health, bear in mind our second leading cause of death right now in the European Union is for our young people is death by suicide.
The European Parliament's president, a member of the EPP family, joined in that call to make mental health an EU priority.
Mental health is not talked about enough, not enough action is done, and if anything, in many countries it is still a stigma or a taboo to talk about it. The European Parliament wants to break that by bringing Maria Walsh's exhibition with so many talented Irish artists right in the heart of the House of Democracy.
And making it a mainstream issue. A recent Eurobarometer survey found nearly half of EU citizens had an emotional or psychosocial issue in the last 12 months. Many of them in silence.
The piece behind us here is by an artist called Maura Finnegan, and she created this piece to represent and honour the women of Ireland who for generations were swallowing or stomaching the traumas of their communities and their households, holding it in.
Showing the need for more action on mental health and to make it okay to talk about it.
I didn't have enough when I was younger, I would say. If anything, what I would wish is for my children who are growing up and are teenagers today to have the support structure, whether within the school or their first job or at university or wherever they are, to make sure that they can talk to somebody and to know that they can.